What's up, nerds? Welcome back to Everything Nerdy, and today we're looking at why fans are ruining the MCU and DCEU. Let's go. And just a reminder for this week's giveaway, which is Amazing Spider-Man 73. If you haven't already, go watch the last video, comment on that, but also comment down below for an extra entry into this week's giveaway. So Kris, why are fans ruining the MCU and DCEU? You said this to me this week, and I was just a bit like, let's have a look at this on video. So what's going on, mate?
I'm frustrated, Joe. I'll be honest with you. It's kind of like a Kris rant, but basically, there are more and more leaks coming out about films and just projects that we don't get any surprises anymore. So a really good example is a recent example with Spider-Man No Way Home. The trailer got leaked. We were waiting for so long for this trailer. There was so much hype for it. All the fans were really, really excited. It got leaked, and so many people saw it before it was actually released. And I think that spoils it because it wasn't like the finished article. It wasn't the finished copy. It wasn't fully edited, and so you get this sort of like watered down surprise. And I know that it's only a trailer, and the trailer came out the next day, but I feel like it's creating an issue. Like, we look at the trailer, you see, and this is the part I like. There's a really fine line. You look at the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home, and Spider-Man is in an interrogation, and you see a lawyer slam down some papers, right? And you can see his forearms. The whole internet melts down and is like, oh, it's Matt Murdock, it's Daredevil, this is amazing. And I'm like, okay, like I can get involved in that speculation because, Marvel have given us this little nugget to sort of chew on. Like, that's their choice to put that in there. And then you find out, actually, when you rewatch it with the IMAX version of the trailer, IMAX just has a bigger screen, you can see that it's not Matt Murdock, it's some random lawyer bloke. Even after Matt Murdock said he wasn't in the film and it wasn't him, people were surprised it wasn't him. And I think people are trying to spoil it, like they want it early, and I totally get it. Like, I really want to watch the film now as well, but I think people are going to extreme lengths, and by doing so, you're ruining it for yourself.
Yeah, that's good. I think it is a shame. I think I'm almost certain that this was in regard to No Way Home, but I believe I saw when Marvel or when the franchise Twitter account released the trailer, did they say something like, this is for the ones who waited, or something like that, or thank you for like people who wait? I'm pretty sure I saw something along those lines when the trailer was released. And I think it's almost like kind of like a punch in the gut for the, number one, the promotional team for the movie. Like, they're trying really hard to keep this under wraps. And the more they do that, the more that we want to watch it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It brings out the like the excitement in it. Like, we want to see every single film we can see, but there's a line that you don't cross there. And I think it's just really gutting as a fan, really, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. There's some mistakes, right? So Alfred Molina slipped up and basically said he was in the film. He's the guy who plays Doc Ock. And there's a few instances there, but they're accidents, and you just go, oh, like, we've got that. It's a bit of a shame. Kevin Feige's like furious that's happened. But I feel like we just make it worse. And so all I did was, before this video, I just went Spider-Man No Way Home leaks, right, just to see what happens, and see when the last one was, just so that we can know how often this happens. And 8 hours ago, this article, the next Spider-Man No Way Home trailer will break the internet, says this leak. And so I don't mind that, but it's when people seek out what this sort of breaking the internet thing is before it's ready. Like, you've got to think as well that people have put so much time because they want this to be special, like they want this to be a really good film, and we ruin it by doing this and by trying to find out, become detectives. And so, for example, like Andrew Garfield, Spider-Man, for The Amazing Spider-Man, has said in this interview, "Oh, yeah, I'm not in the film. I'd love to be, but I'm not." Now, with the amount of stuff that's come out, with the leaks and all that stuff, I mean, I'm pretty certain he's going to be in it, but that's ruined that. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's ruined that moment. How excited were people for Iron Man if you were like a comic book nerd and you kind of understood what was happening? But when Iron Man first came out, and in the end credits scene, Nick Fury turns to Iron Man and says, "I want to start up the Avengers Initiative," people freaked out because they knew what that meant. How would it feel if you already knew what that was 2 months before the film came out? Oh yeah, we're getting an Avengers film. Like, that's ruined it. Absolutely ruined it. And that's not just Marvel. It's not just Marvel, it's DC as well. And DC kind of have it worse, if I'm honest. The film The Flash has been spoilt so much from like set photos, people just going on taking photos of the sets. We found out that Ben Affleck was in the film as Batman before anything was sort of even started to announce. I don't even know if it is like officially announced yet or anything, but we know if Michael Keaton was in there. We know what the suits look like. Like, it just ruins the experience of the film. And what happens is that when that all comes out, people start tweeting about it and they get excited about it, which is all fair enough. But then people who don't want it spoiled see it on their homepage. And so I think we're ruining films because you're never going to get those experiences back. You're never going to get those moments of Nick Fury saying, "I want to start up the Avengers Initiative." You're never going to get that because you'll find that out weeks before anything happens. And so I think we need to stop. I think we need to stop, and we need to almost like respect the art, respect the craft, and we can speculate. Like, literally, that's all I like to do. When WandaVision came out, I was always speculating about the next episode. I was talking about Mephisto. I still talk about how Ralph Bohner is Quicksilver still, and I won't let it go. But I'm not there like trying to find real evidence to spoil the story. It's just me going, no. I know how Marvel are playing it. Like, I'm guessing. Like, it's a guess. I don't know. I have no way of proving it. And the second I do prove it, I've ruined the reveal in the film. So that's my rant over, Joe. Sorry for just ranting at you, but I feel...
What, mate? It's needed. It's needed. You mentioned something special. You mentioned those moments, and those moments of, like you said, at the end of Iron Man, those moments when you see something you weren't expecting to see. Is that not the reason why we're all fans in the first place? Whether it be in the comics, whether it be in the movies, whether it just be in the franchise as a whole, are those moments not what we live for as fans of something? Like, we live for those moments of wonder, and when you take those away, I think it ruins it all. Like, if I know what's going to happen in something, it makes me less inclined to want to watch it. It takes away that desire. Yeah, mate, it's a much needed rant, and I think it's a rant that a lot of those Twitter fans need to see.
Right, yeah. We'll see how it goes. This might just get like 5 dislikes and no one watch it because they don't want to hear me moan. But if you're one of those special people who did make it to this point in the video, please put in the comments, Ranty boy. Ranty boy in the comments. And also by doing that, you get entered in our giveaway. So please make sure to like, subscribe, to make sure you get an opportunity to get that Amazing Spider-Man 73. Joe, I think I'm all ranted out now. I'm tired. That's all from us. We will see you in our next video coming out Wednesday as our another top 5 comics of the week. We'll see you then.